Okay. Is my stream working? Okay, it should be working. Okay, so we do have a confirmed tornado at this time. Southern Georgia, north of St. Mary's. Moving north. So yeah, this is a confirmed tornado north of St. Mary's. Very strong rotation. Looks like it may have touched down in the town of St. Mary's, Georgia. Moving north at... This is moving north at 50 miles an hour towards Elliott's Bluff. So Elliott's Bluff, Georgia needs to be in shelter at this time for a confirmed tornado headed up towards their direction. So this is a pretty bad situation here, but it's not. It definitely could be worse, but still, very bad situation ongoing here. Elliott's Bluff, I need to check the population of this town. Population of Elliott's Bluff. Population of Elliott's Bluff, Georgia. I'm trying to find the population right now. And no information. No population information for this community. But it confirmed tornado now. It is rated as confirmed. This is headed towards Elliott's Bluff. It's actually strengthening right now. This could be a very bad situation for the town of Elliott's Bluff, Georgia. Very bad situation for Elliott's Bluff, Georgia. Confirmed tornado headed right towards town. It's actually strengthening at this time, as we've seen by previous scans. As you can see right here, top left is top left is dang nabbit. Close that. Top left is rain. Top right is rotation. So green away from red is what you want for rotation, but we do not want that, considering that there is yeah, because it's headed towards a town. We don't want it to be strong, but it is. So that's a bad situation there. Bottom left is debris being lifted, so you can see that blue in there. That means debris is being lifted. And bottom right shows where possible rotation could be. That does not show the actual rotation. That'd be the top right, though. So, very bad situation here near Elliott's Bluff. Headed right towards town. Confirmed tornado right now. We're also watching areas south, down here, south of Jacksonville for more rotation. Down here near Green Cove Springs, that area. Off the coast, there were a few that were slightly rotating, but nothing that spun up. We're watching this area over here near Hillard, Florida, but the most important situation right here is near Elliott's Bluff, Georgia. That is headed north towards Elliott's Bluff. Two areas of rotation. One is anticyclonic, one is cyclonic. It appears to be an embedded supercell headed towards Elliott's Bluff. We do have more severe thunderstorm warnings up in Michigan, Virginia, the Northeast, and a few over in Montana. But wait, what? Something's going on over here in Oklahoma. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and quarter-sized hail. That is not what I expected to see here, considering that there's not a risk over there. But that's not our biggest concern right now. Our biggest concern is the tornado warning. A confirmed tornado headed towards Elliott's Bluff, Georgia. That is currently over. I believe that is over a neighborhood. That is headed north. It's actually in Elliott's Bluff at this time. So confirmed tornado in Elliott's Bluff, Georgia, right now. I'm gonna check Google Earth and see what is in that area. See if there's any what population's in that area. So I'm going over there right now. Whoops. So Elliott's Bluff going up there, north of St. Mary's. That hit the base. That hit a wait, no, okay, that's not a base. It says base. That's neighborhoods. It hit neighborhoods. That is a confirmed tornado. Elliott's Bluff is up here. Where is that? Where's that? Yep, more neighborhoods. This is in an area of neighborhoods north of St. Mary's, just entering Elliott's Bluff. There is a very strong rotation there. We likely do have a confirmed tornado on the ground. Well, we do have a confirmed tornado. It is confirmed. South of Elliott's Bluff, very strong rotation heading right towards town. Very bad situation on going across Elliott's Bluff. So if we go over to Google Earth right now, let me switch the screens. Let me open that up and then switch the screens. Over to here. That's, nope, not the right thing. That's Twitter. Dang it. Ugh. Okay. So if I switch this over to here, then as you can see, this is what on the map is Elliott's Bluff. This also went up. This went up through here. Probably started in St. Mary's, north of the St. Mary's Middle School, headed north along this road. It was near this area, near the Treehouse Academy of St. Mary's, near the unaccompanied housing. Moving north, may have hit the Naval Branch Health Clinic. Crossed over this road and may have hit the elementary school. Now is going north up here, through this neighborhood, and I believe it is currently over one of this. I believe this is what is Elliott's Bluff. I believe this is what is considered Elliott's Bluff. Yeah, that is currently in Elliott's Bluff. It did weaken as it entered Elliott's Bluff, but that was likely a pretty strong tornado there right before it hit Elliott's Bluff. We did have a confirmed tornado in southern Jacksonville earlier. Currently, the center of Elsa is over here, near Dasher, Georgia, and Valdosta, sorry. But yeah, we did have a confirmed tornado in near Elliott's Bluff, Georgia. May have started in St. Mary's. We grab previous frames real quick, and we could see where this thing started. So, oh, I need to switch back over, don't I? Yeah, it's still over here. Let me switch back over to GR. There we go. So yeah, it looks like it did weaken as it went into Elliott's Bluff. Still a debris signature there, so it still could be a weak tornado right now. But it definitely was on the ground. It's grabbing previous frames so we could see where this thing started. Okay. So, if we go all the way back, so there was a tornado warning in Jacksonville. It actually did do damage down here. But as it was traveling north, warning ended eventually, broadened out, then it recycled south of St. Mary's. I was actually unwarned, probably on the ground in St. Mary's. Then it got warned as it passed through St. Mary's, confirmed tornado. Went north through St. Mary's. Whoops, went too far. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, there. Whoops. So, let's go back a bit. So, it was in St. Mary's. It did touch down, looks like in Florida, very North Florida. Went north through St. Mary's, Georgia. Went way up here. Tightened up again. That's over a neighborhood, by the way, as you can see right here. It went over this neighborhood. Started in St. Mary's, went north, went through this neighborhood. If you're looking on the bottom right, hit these, looks like solar panels or chicken coops or something, and then went north to Elliott's Bluff. It weakened as it entered Elliott's Bluff. So, yeah, that was a confirmed tornado in Elliott's Bluff. That is, man. But still, watching this area for any potential spin-ups any more potential spin-ups watching definitely this area over here, as you can see on the top right, that shows a little bit of rotation near that area, even though it doesn't look very strong on the radar. Also watching this area down here as well, near American Beach, for any other potential stuff. I spy something down here. Hold on. Or maybe I don't. Never mind. But as you can see, the center of ELSA is currently over the KVAX radar. Over the KVAX radar, which is in very south-central Georgia. That is moving northeast, eventually into South Carolina. We did have a report of a tornado in Georgia, which did not make sense. Well, not in a different part of Georgia. It was a funnel cloud. Media viewer reported a funnel cloud. That's interesting. But still, yeah, we did have a confirmed tornado in southeastern Georgia near St. Mary's and Elliott's Bluff, as you can see right here. Bottom left shows debris being lifted, so you can see that blue, that green, and that yellow shows debris being lifted, while the red just shows cloud stuff. As you can see, this tornado looked like it started in St. Mary's, went north. If you're looking on the bottom right, you can see where it passed over. It looks like it did pass over part of a runway over there. That might be a military base or something. Went farther north. It went farther north. It passed over. Those look like planes or something. I don't know. Then over this area, I don't know what that is either. Went north, maybe hit these chicken coops or solar panels, whatever they are, and then weakened as it entered Elliott's Bluff. Something interesting is that if you play back the loop, you can very clearly see it on all of them. You can see on the top left, you can see where it wrapped up. On the top right, you can see where the couplet is. On the bottom left, you can see where the rotation is, and on the you can see where the debris was being lifted. On the bottom right, it showed actually not much, which is surprising. Still watching this area up here as well. Still watching this area just to, see if anything else develops. But for right now, no tornado warnings. Actually, wait, no, this one is still in effect over here. But no tornado on the ground anymore. At least I don't believe so. Yeah, that's all. If you look on the bottom left, that actually isn't a tornado. That is debris fallout, which means like trees, other stuff that was being lifted into the tornado is now falling back to the ground. And I am talking way too much. I need more water. Man. That is actually headed towards Brunswick, Georgia, which is a town of... I need to check. Hold on. Brunswick, Georgia's population is 16,000, so that is approaching Brunswick, Georgia at this time. Looking at Google Earth, past that area, it looks mostly like swamps where it's over right now. So any remaining tornado would just be over a random swamp. Yeah, where it's headed right now is just middle of nowhere. And to the west of it, there's Woodbine. Not much besides that. Okay, let's go over to the warnings. Oklahoma, this severe thunderstorm warning expires in 12 minutes. This is for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. This is it for Pond Creek and Kremlin. Massachusetts, this one expires, well, in the Northeast. Let's go over to the Northeast. This one expires in 12 minutes. 60-mile-an-hour winds and nickel-sized hail. The other one the others in Connecticut are 60-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and actually, I would say it's expired, but I don't think it is. Sometimes it glitches out. But that is for probably 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny or quarter-sized hail. Over in New York, we do have some other severe thunderstorm warnings for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. And this one over here is actually for a $half size hail, I believe. This one down here is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. One in northern Pennsylvania, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. This one down here, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and ping-pong ball-sized hail. Should probably switch over to this radar considering it's closer. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and, wait, okay, which one is it? One of these three is for 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and ping-pong ball-sized hail. I'm actually pretty sure it's this one down here, considering its hail size. Then again, it could be this one because of its wind risk. Other ones in Pennsylvania are for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Actually, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. And the other one is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. That is this one, actually. I think. Yeah. Alright, so other severe thunderstorm warnings. West Virginia, we do have one for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. That's down there. Let's check Ohio. Actually, that's Indiana. That's Indiana and Ohio. That's 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail, sorry. That does have a bit of rotation on it, which is confusing. It's anti-cyclonic, though, so I doubt it's going to do anything. Other severe thunderstorm warnings. Is that Montana? Nebraska and Wyoming. Ping pong ball sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. By the way, no, that is not debris on the bottom left. That is just hail. Alright, I have not checked anything else recently, so give me 1 second. Alright, so yeah, we do have... we still have a tornado warning in effect for southeastern Georgia, but it looks like the tornado has lifted at this time. There was a confirmed tornado that hit Elliott's Bluff and St. Mary's, Georgia earlier, though. It's re-strengthening. That could drop again. Right here, north of Elliott's Bluff, to the east of Woodbine, south of Brunswick. That could drop again as the rotation is increasing again. Still watching other areas of rotation. There are a few off the coast that could produce some water spouts, but besides that, nothing much. Well, not too much for the moment, at least. Yeah, and by the way, we did have a tornado in southern Jacksonville earlier. That ripped a roof off of a work building that was steel, I believe. It was a steel roof building or something? I don't know. But, well, it wasn't solid steel. It was like a thin steel roof. Okay, yeah, so there's still a little bit of rotation in this, but it's not 100. I'm not 100% certain it will drop again. Yeah, and that tornado in southern Jacksonville did quite a bit. Yep, okay, so looking at the video right now, well, I wouldn't call that small damage, but it's not significant damage. But, just some damage in southern Jacksonville near University. They're continuing the tornado warning as observed in, southeastern Georgia, even though that the, tornado is not on the ground. Debris was picked up to 12,000 feet from this tornado, though. So that is very impressive. By the way, if you haven't already, go follow Oakhurst on Twitter. Uh, Oakhurst_WX. He does amazing historical tornadoes, and he also does other stuff about current tornadoes and stuff like that. He is pretty good at what he does. So yeah, go give him a follow. Tropical storm watch has been issued for southern Connecticut and Long Island. So current severe thunderstorm warnings, we do have a few across the Northeast, a few in Pennsylvania, one in West Virginia, one in Ohio, and one up there in Nebraska and Wyoming. These are mainly for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny or quarter-sized hail up here in the Northeast. And then over here across central Georgia, did I just call New York, Georgia? Oh my God. I need more sleep. So yeah, these are mainly for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny or quarter-sized hail, but a few down here in Pennsylvania are for 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and one has ping-pong ball-sized hail on it. I can't find which, though. It's one of these two, though. The one in central West Virginia is just for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and so is the one in Ohio and Indiana. One over here is for in Nebraska and Wyoming border is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and ping pong ball sized hail as well. So, take note on that if you're in those areas or know anyone in those areas. Just go ahead and call them up, tell them that there's hail in their area. Video of a water spout, which is could have been a tornado on the St. Johns River. Is that on the Florida Georgia border? No, okay. That's one that runs up through Jacksonville. That's where that tornado was. It crossed the river. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That tornado in Florida was very low based, and because of that, it looks like a wedge tornado. Jeez, that's a massive tornado that was in Jacksonville earlier. I didn't cover that. I was out getting shoes. But that was a big tornado over there. But not too much happening right now. There's one tornado warning in Georgia, but it is not a confirmed tornado. It says it's a confirmed tornado, but there's no tornado currently. Stuff on the bottom left is actually just debris fallout, which is debris that was lifted now falling back to the ground, picking up that is being picked up on the radar. Oh, what? They extended the tornado warning for a confirmed tornado. Reaches all the way up to near Jessup, Georgia. Includes Gardy, Grangerville, Everett, Sterling, Dock Junction, Thalman, Waverly, and in parts of Brunswick. That's a confirmed tornado warning, even though I did not think that there was a tornado on the ground there anymore, considering that the debris is just debris fallout. Very interesting. I might chase on Saturday, if I can, in northern Oklahoma. Interesting soundings across the area. Possible tornadoes in the area. That does not mean I am not giving out a forecast. No. But very interesting around there, so I might actually chase that. But we'll have to see how it develops on newer model runs. Yeah, still a tornado warning at this time across southeastern Georgia. Big tornado warning across that area for a earlier confirmed tornado, but is no longer on the ground, at least as I can see. Okay, let's go over the severe thunderstorm warnings. Connecticut, Hartford, Tolland, Windham, and Worcester counties and Hampton counties. So pretty much a whole bunch of counties across Connecticut and Massachusetts. That is 4 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. One down in southern Connecticut for Middlesex and New London counties. That is 4 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Over in New York, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail for all of them across this area, at least that I can see. Well, one is for penny-sized hail, but the other is for quarters. New severe thunderstorm warning up there, actually, for same thing. Okay, Pennsylvania. McKean County, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Blair and Huntingdon counties for 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Crawford County, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Cumberland and Franklin counties for 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and ping-pong ball-sized hail. We might get a... What? What is happening? We're about to get a tornado warning in Pennsylvania? What is happening over there? I doubt we will, but that is... What? Not something I was expecting to see today. Connecticut... Okay, we already went over that. Okay, Nebraska and Wyoming. Ping pong ball sized hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. That is up here for Sioux County, Goshen County, and Niobrara. I am sorry, I cannot pronounce that. Counties in Wyoming and Nebraska. Also, Indiana and Ohio, we have 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail over here. Also, some pretty, okay, that's actually, it's not bad. It's just, it's a 1 inch of rain. So, I thought that was 10 inches. No. But, yeah, that's about it. That's about what's going on right now. What? That's, what? Okay, something's going on there. I don't even know what to do about that. Ugh, goodness. Still, very large tornado warning down here near Brunswick, Georgia. No confirmed tornadoes I can see, but it could still be on the ground because I'm not the NWS. I don't know what I'm... Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, not too much going on right now. No confirmed tornadoes, at least that I can see. I mean, there's a confirmed tornado warning, but that doesn't look like it's confirmed to me. But it's just my observation. I'm not the NWS. I don't know. I'm not as good as them as knowing what I'm talking about. So yeah, I don't really know what to talk about. I mean, we did have a confirmed tornado in southern Jacksonville, Florida earlier, but it was, you know, hmm. Okay. Yeah, the tornado in southern Jacksonville, that was a wedge tornado. It could have just been because it was low based, and it might have been smaller if it wasn't so low based. But that was, wow. Jeez, man, that's insane. Yeah, I'm retweeting that. That is okay. Downstream tornado watch will be needed by 7 Central, 8 Eastern, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific across eastern Georgia and southeastern South Carolina. I really don't know what to talk about at the moment. I mean, there's that confirmed tornado warning in Georgia, but it's not on the ground as I can see right now. Still need to treat it as a tornado warning. I don't want people sending my videos to other people because they might not understand it. I'm saying call them up if you know them and they're in these areas. Yeah, tornado warning has been edited. So still includes parts of Brunswick, Georgia, and Dock Junction, Sterling, Thalaman, Everett, Grangerville, and Gardy. Shelf cloud in Ohio. That's pretty interesting. Hmm. I don't really know what to talk about. There's this tornado warning, but not much else. So sorry if I'm not talking much. I just don't know what to talk about. And I'm watching this possible severe event later this week that I can go chase maybe across northern Oklahoma. Yes, I know it's July, but it looks interesting, so I might go chase it. Actually, southern Kansas as well. Uh, no, not as well. Not in southern Kansas as much as northern Oklahoma. Northern Oklahoma looks like the more likely target for me, considering that I can't go as far as other people. Yeah, looks interesting. If I look at the SRH, which is Storm Relative Helicity, yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Probably near Ponca City, that area. Yeah, that area looks pretty good. The shear is pretty good in that area as well. So yeah, I'll turn on. I'll change the screen real quick. All right. So let me just do something real quick. Decrease this. Go down here and decrease this. Perfect. So this is shear and shows where basically where the atmosphere is holding itself together. And as you can see here, it shows the atmosphere is holding itself together pretty good around here. So if I take a box sounding from, okay, that's contaminated. Box sounding from this area, there's plenty of shear, as you can see by these little bars in the center. The CIN, I call it the SIN, but that's, you know, SIN. There's none in the area, so that's pretty good. Surface-based CAPE, that shows convective available potential energy in that area. Again, still plenty of CAPE. That's 3,000. You probably only need 1,500 in order to get the job done in some cases. A SIGTOR parameter, don't use it. I just use it for memes. So as you can see here, big tornado. Ooh, no, it's not gonna happen. It's just funny. But as you can see here, by surface-based CAPE, this is also the 500 to 800 surface crossover. So that shows the more deviance in the red and blue the red and blue barbs, the more likely there is for possible tornadoes. So if they're going the same way, usually not too good of a sign there. That shows more linear stuff. But this one over here, you can see that they're deviating a little bit. That causes a little bit of rotation in that area. And as you can see over here, farther to the northeast, that shows way more. So click in that area. Yep, there you go. By the way, even though it looks better over here in northwestern Arkansas, southwestern Missouri, northeastern Oklahoma, that's the Ozarks. You do not want to chase there. Okay, let's get back over to severe weather stuff. Well, that's current, at least. So, back over to GR. Just give me 1 second. What do you want? Jesus. Oh. Video of the tornado crossing the road in, on Phillips Highway near Jacksonville. That's a very large tornado right there. It did it had power flashes as it crossed the road along Phillips Highway. I think that, wait, what? Where is Phillips Highway? I need to find Phillips Highway real quick. That is in Jacksonville. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I can see where that is. It is, past 95, looks like. Just past 95, it looks like. In between downtown Jacksonville and the intersection of 95 and 295. So, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, anyway, back to severe stuff right now. As you can see over here, possible rotation near Kingsland, but that's not anything to be worried about at the moment. Still, but watching that area near Brunswick. Still, this tornado warning, but the area I'm more concerned about is up here near McKinnon. Also, possible water spout offshore, but that's nothing to be worried about, at least for the moment. So yeah, we likely did have a significant tornado going through Jacksonville. That was earlier, about an hour and a half ago, or something. Don't really know what to talk about at the moment. Not much is going on. Still golf ball sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds in on the Wyoming Nebraska border. If we go up here, you can see that. South of San Tazel and north of Fort Laramie and Lingle. That looks like it has rotation in it, but that's probably just contamination. Louisiana, severe thunderstorm warning. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. That's... Huh. Near Golden Meadow and Ghislaine. I swear, if that produces a tornado... Oh. I almost just unplugged it from the wall. Whoops. So yeah, as you can see a little bit on rotation on the top right, that's something I want to watch over there. Even though there's less than a 2 Tor over there. Okay. Severe thunderstorm warnings. Ohio, Pennsylvania. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail for Blair and Huntington. McKean County, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail. Center, Clearfield, and Huntington counties, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Warren County, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Sorry. New York and Albany and I don't know how to pronounce that. One of these two. Okay. These are both for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. One is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail, and one is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. In Otsego County, that says it expired, but it's probably just a glitch. So I can't tell you what it's supposed to say. And same thing for the other one. So I can't really tell you what these severe thunderstorm warnings are saying. Because they're not saying anything. They're saying that they're expired when they're not, which does not make sense. There's a severe thunderstorm warning behind it though for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, nickel-sized hail. Ohio has a severe thunderstorm warning up there. That is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Indiana and Ohio has a severe thunderstorm warning over here. That is for... It claims it expired again. But it did not. I don't think, at least. This is just how it is sometimes. Montana, severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, penny-sized hail. Another one in Montana as well. That one is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. So, yeah, central Montana. Still a tornado warning. Oh, just expired. Never mind. was about to say still a tornado warning over there near Georgia, but nope. As soon as I go over it, it expired. Nope. Nope. Huh. I don't really know what to talk about. I mean, I talked about all the severe thunderstorm warnings, and I don't want to keep going over the same script over and over and over again. Still watching this area. Actually, new area of rotation south of Brunswick to watch that. We should watch that. I mean, just popped up, and it's kind of headed towards a populated area, so I think we should watch that as well. This area north of Italia. Probably have a water spout offshore. That's funny as well. It was over here. I don't know what to talk about, man. I mean, I've already talked about the possible severe risk for the next few days. Actually, I haven't. I should probably do that. Okay, let me switch over to over here. So, possible severe risk for tomorrow. Let's go over to forecast. Days 1 through 8. We have day 1, which is, if I change to national, day 1, we have a slight risk. We have 4 slight risks. We have one across Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina for tornadoes, where the main threat is tornadoes. The one across the Northeast and Midwest is mainly for wind, I believe, and the one across Montana and Wyoming is mostly for hail, I think. Okay, so the one across. So we have 3 areas of tornado risk. We have northern Georgia, northern Florida, northeastern Florida, southeastern Georgia, and southern South Carolina. That is a 5% tornado risk, and that's the only risk in that area. There's a marginal across southern Texas just for tornadoes, which is interesting. That's 2 slight risks across Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, and Nebraska. There's 2% tornado risk across Nebraska, South Dakota, and Wyoming. And that area is also under a slight risk for hail and... Okay, the slight risk across Wyoming, South Dakota, and Nebraska is 2% tornado, 15% significant hail, which means possible hail above 2 inches, and a 5% wind risk, so low wind risk. Across central Montana, we have a less than 2 tor, so no tornado risk, a 15% hail risk, non-significant though, and we have a 15% significant wind risk, which means possible wind over 75 miles an hour. Across the Northeast and Midwest, that is a small hail threat, 0% tornado threat, by the way. A small hail threat, so it's only a 5% chance of hail in that area, and an area over here is for wind. It's mainly wind for the Northeast. So yeah, that's about it. Day 2, 4 panel. Again, slight risk across the Dakotas and Montana, and then a huge marginal across the Northeast. It's almost split in 2. So I'm going to count it as 2. Southern Northeast, Pennsylvania, New York, and also includes parts of the Midwest, as well as the Carolinas, for another possible tornado risk from former Hurricane Elsa. We have a new area of rotation. I'll cover that in just 1 second. It's not tornado warned, though, at this time. 2% tornado risk across the Dakotas and Montana, and 2% tornado risk extending from southern New York all the way down to central South Carolina. 15% hail risk in the Dakotas and Montana. 15% wind risk across the Dakotas and Montana. And the wind risk also is in the Midwest and Northeast for tomorrow as well. It's a 5% wind risk in that area. And day 3 is a slight risk across southern Iowa, eastern Nebraska, and northeastern Kansas and northwestern Missouri. It is not SIG, though. Predictability is too low for day 4. But, yeah. That's about it. Now, okay, let's go back over to the radar. Let me switch that back over. Over to GR. We did have a small area of rotation near Italia in this little band here for a second. As you can see there, we had a quick little thing that tried to spin up right in there. May have actually been a digital glitch, considering how fast it spun up. No, it wasn't. Huh. Still watching this area over here near Elliott's Bluff and Woodbine. And this area is south of Brunswick. And these areas over here south of Jessup and Odom. But besides broad rotation that is not completely organized, not much is going on at this time. Still watching these areas down here. I should probably check down here near TMCO. Oh, it doesn't tell me any velocity. Okay, KMLB. Yeah. There could be a tiny bit of rotation in that area, but it's not enough to be tornado warned or anything like that. I need more water. I'm getting a headache. Connecticut, Hartford, Tollard, and Windham counties. So over here, this for 60 mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. For Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. Ow. Got my finger wedged in this thing. For Windham, Bristol, Middlesex, Jesus. Okay, Windham, Norfolk, Worcester, Middlesex, Bristol, Washington, Newport, and Kent and Providence, and Bristol. Jesus, man. Okay, give me a second. Hold on. Windham County, Northern Connecticut. Western Norfolk County in eastern Massachusetts, southeastern Worcester County in central Massachusetts, southeastern Middlesex County in northeastern Massachusetts, northwestern Bristol County in northeastern Massachusetts, southeastern Massachusetts, where was I? Northwestern Bristol County in southeastern Massachusetts, that's where I was. Central Washington County in central Rhode Island, southwestern Newport County in Rhode Island, Kent County in Rhode Island. It just says Kent County because it includes the entire county, and western Bristol County in Rhode Island because it doesn't include Bristol itself. That was difficult to say, and that was annoying as well. But yeah, that entire super thunderstorm warning is for 60 mile an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. That's all it was for. I did that whole entire thing just for that. Massachusetts, Middlesex and Worcester counties, 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Goodness. New York, Albany counties. Okay, actually for Rensselaer, I don't know how to pronounce that one. Sorry. Rensselaer County. I believe that's this one over here. That is for. That is for. It doesn't say. It glitched out again. Dang it. Otsego County, I believe in New York. That's this one down here, south of Watkins Glen. That is for, again, it's glitched out. It doesn't tell me. Probably for quarter-sized hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts. New York, Albany, and thing I can't pronounce, 60 mile an hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. Albany and I can't pronounce that again. Sorry. 60 mile an hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. And there's one more up here. Dang it. I can't find it now. I need more sleep and water. That is for 60 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Alright, so these are all for 60 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. And this one I'm assuming is for 60 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Pennsylvania, Warren County. Warren County, 60 mile an hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail. Cumberland, Franklin, and Perry County, 60 mile an hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail. McKean and Potter, McKean and Potter County, 70 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. This is actually reported by law enforcement. McKean County, 70 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail, again reported by law enforcement. Center, Clearfield, and Huntingdon counties, 70 mile an hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail. Fayette, Greene, and I can't pronounce that, I am sorry. 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Is that this one? Is that this one down here? West Virginia, Pennsylvania border? That might be it. Yeah, it looks like it. Alright. Fayette, yeah, okay, I already said that one. Center, Clearfield, and Clinton, 70 mile an hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail. And that's all for Pennsylvania. Ohio, Defiance, Fulton, and Henry counties, 60 mile an hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail. Again, Ohio. This one up here, that is, claims expired, glitched again. Ugh, dang nabbit. I am very tired. Montana, there's 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. I need more sleep. Oh my. 60 mile an hour wind gusts, penny-sized hail. 60 mile an hour wind gust, penny-sized hail. 60 mile an hour wind gust, dime-sized hail. And there's one down here, Nebraska, Wyoming border for Sioux and Goshen counties. That is for 2-inch hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts. So pretty big hail on that down there. As you can see on the top left, that shows up as pink instead of the other colors that it usually shows up as rain. So usually blue, green, yellow, and orange and red show up as rain, but then the pink is either very heavy rain or hail. So you can see that hail core right in there. 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. I need to find something that is a good estimate for 2 inches, but I don't know what to find for that. I guess a good comparison would be like this tape roll. So this is like 2-inch hail. This is like ping pong. Maybe a little bit bigger than this. If you're looking on one of the cameras. Here, I'll turn on the, I'll check the, I'll put on the face camera so you can see it. Like this size. Probably about this size hail. So yeah, that's probably about the size of that stuff that's happening. The hail that's happening over there. By the way, don't mind what you just saw on Discord. That's just random. That's just my friends talking and stuff. I need to get this tape back on the roll. And it was on. And I put it backwards. Alright, so, yeah. That's about all that's going on right now, at least that I've seen. No tornado warnings in effect at this time. There we go. So yeah, a whole bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings in Pennsylvania for 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and an average is about nickel to quarter-sized hail. As you can see right here, this one's got very strong wind gusts near Snowshoe, Clarence, and Milesburg, north of Unionville. New one in New York is 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, penny-sized hail. It's a big severe thunderstorm warning though. The ones for New York are usually for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and either penny or quarter-sized hail, extending from the border of Massachusetts all the way over into south central near this town. This town, I can't pronounce it. I am bad at names. Okay, the ones for the Northeast are average of penny-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. We are getting reports of 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts out of the area. Yep, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is actually approaching the Boston radar, which is interesting. So yeah, this is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts on average, and on average penny-sized hail for these warnings over here. And I am not going through the counties over here again, because I had to list off like 10 counties, and it was only for penny-sized hail. So, yeah, I'm not doing that again. Ohio, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail for both of them. They're both over here. One's near Indiana, one's on the border of Indiana and Michigan, and the other was over here south of Cleveland, I think. It tilts the camera every single time I change to a different radar. And South Dakota, no, not South Dakota. Nebraska, Wyoming border. This is dropping 2-inch hail. So pretty big hail there. If you're wondering what the size of that hail is, oh, it was just up to. Actually, it was kind of downgraded. It wasn't up, but it was changed from 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts to 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and a $50 sized hail. So a $50. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, yeah, not too much going on right now. No tornado warnings in effect at this time. There were 2 confirmed tornadoes. One was in southern Jacksonville, Florida, and the other one was in, where was it? Southeastern Georgia. Did I say Jacksonville, Georgia? I swear, if I said Jacksonville, Georgia, I hope I didn't. If I did, oh my god. Okay, I did not say Jacksonville, Georgia. Thank goodness. So yeah, one was down here south of Jacksonville. The other was over here near St. Mary and Elliott's Bluff. We've gotten several videos of the one near Jacksonville, near Jacksonville, Florida. But no videos have come out of the one near Jacksonville, Florida, at least that I've seen. Wait, what? Okay, I need sleep, but I am not going to get it. You've gotten lots of videos coming out of Jacksonville for the tornado that went through Jacksonville, Florida, but the one near in southeastern Georgia, I have seen no videos of it so far. Currently, I have probably a water wedge going on. That means very strong offshore tornado. We might get a tornado warning here. To the east of Elliott's Bluff, we have a thing coming on shore. I don't think there's any population in that area, but they're still probably going to tornado warn it. North of St. Mary's. Trying to find where St. Mary's is. Elliott's Bluff, Elliott's Bluff. I need to find that. Okay, there is a church in that area. A Baptist church. And a small airstrip. And a house. But, okay. I've seen nothing in this area besides a Baptist church and one building. Still probably going to tornado warn it. Well, if they do warn it. Still watching this area near Brunswick for possible rotation, though. Yeah, but we likely do have a tornado offshore. Probably throwing fish. And that is headed north towards a water park. There's not much to talk about. There's some severe thunderstorm warnings in Pennsylvania, New York, Mass in the Northeast, and a few in, okay, the ones in, a couple in Ohio for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail. A few in southern New York for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, an average of penny or quarter-sized hail. Pennsylvania has several severe thunderstorm warnings for an average of 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. The ones in the Northeast are for average of 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Nebraska has half-dollar sized hail, and 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. That is on the Nebraska-Wyoming border over here. I really don't know what to talk about. Bottom right, that is where possible mesocyclones are. That's what it shows. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about. There's no tornado warnings right now, and the only stuff that's going on is severe thunderstorm warnings across across the Northeast. There's quite a lot, as you can see here, but they're not very interesting to talk about. They're mainly for these up here are for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail, as well as this one probably. These over here for looks like 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Over here, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Over here, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail. That's headed towards Toledo, Ohio. Ones in the northeast, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, penny-sized hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail down here. And again, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail over here in New York, crossing into Massachusetts. Half-inch hail. Not half-inch hail, sorry. Half-dollar sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts on the Nebraska. Nope, that is just no. Okay, on the Nebraska Wyoming border. We did have 2 tornadoes earlier. We had one in southern Jacksonville, Florida, and we had another in southeastern Georgia near St. Mary's, I believe. Something like that. Yep, so one was down here near St. Mary's and almost went and probably got to Elliott's Bluff before dissipating. The other one was down here in southern Jacksonville. We did have reports of damage along this road. Still watching this area for possible rotation. We do have probably a water wedge. It looks like it is dying out though. Surprised they have not tornado warned. Well, it did die out. So, but if that re-strengthens, that's gonna be headed towards Brunswick. So they're probably gonna warn that if that re-strengthens down here. Very tight couplet was down here earlier, but it looks like it has weakened. Still watching this area near Sterling, Rock Junction, all the way down to Brunswick for possible rotation. I don't really know what to talk about. I mean, I guess like we could talk about the other SPC outlooks. Let me make sure I'm on the right tab over here. Right over to here. So, for the day 1, we have a slight. For the day 2, we have a slight. And for the day 3, we have another slight. So, the day 1, we have a 5% tornado risk. 15 sig hail and 15 sig wind, but all in different spots. So for the 4 slights, the first one is in Montana, no tornado risk, 15 hail, 15 significant wind. For Wyoming, 2 tor, 15 sig hail, 5 wind. For the Northeast and Midwest, less than 2 tors, 5 hail and 15 unsig wind. And then the other area of a slight down here in Georgia, Florida, and South Carolina, that is 5% tornado and nothing else. We do have a flash flood warning over here near Brunswick now, which is interesting. For the day 2, We have two areas to watch. We have the Midwest. I'm actually gonna the Midwest to the Carolinas. It like creates a backward C shape around that area, and a slight in the Dakotas. Dakotas risk 2 tor, 15 hail, 15 wind, all on SIG. Uh, for the other stuff, for the other C shape, backward C shape, it is a 2 tor across the pretty much the entire coast from central New York to central South Carolina. Probably will be up to 5 tor if tornado potential continues to ramp up. And 0 hail and 5 wind extending from Indiana all the way over to the coast near Massachusetts and Connecticut all the way into New Jersey. The day 3, it's 15 on SIG across southern Iowa, eastern Nebraska, northeastern Kansas, and in northwestern Missouri. It is on SIG. Day 4 does look like a possible risk across the central U.S. near Kansas, or southern Kansas, northern Oklahoma, central Missouri, and northwestern Arkansas. You can see by the Cape here. Click right there. That looks like the triple point is up here, but the dry line is going to be extending all the way down throughout Kansas and stuff. So over here you can definitely see a very large photograph. The inflow is kind of getting in there, which is confusing. But yeah, as you can see there, probably the best bet if you're chasing that day and you can choose where to go would be Missouri near St. Louis, north of St. Louis. Across central Oklahoma, there's also a chance of stuff. It's not as severe, but I'm probably gonna still chase it for memes. So yeah, that's for cyclic supercells. I doubt. Is there gonna be supercells? Maybe, but I'm gonna chase it anyway, mainly just for structure. But if I get a tornado, cool. Okay, we do have more rotation popping up on that thing that I said might cycle and head towards Brunswick. So let me switch over to that. As you can see here, south of Brunswick, I'd have to see how far south of Brunswick. We do have some rotation popping up. And let me check. Change it over to, okay, it is miles. From downtown Brunswick farther south, that's about 15 miles down there south of Brunswick, headed towards Brunswick. So we might get a tornado warning for Brunswick here in a few minutes, right up here. Goodness. Okay. I'm going to change back over to here so we can finish looking at what I was looking at earlier. So just some current observations. Here's a drought monitor. Change it from central U.S. all the way to continental. Extreme drought, or exceptional, I guess, across North Dakota, and mainly the desert Southwest, as well as the San Francisco Bay Area. And forecasts. So let's go to the CPC outlooks. Temperature high across pretty much Idaho, Nevada, and Utah are the biggest areas, but it also extends all the way into Montana. Also the Northeast as well. Same thing, pretty much, but the heat extends goes farther to the Northeast. But the Texas Texas stays in the blue area, meaning that it has a lower temperature. Precipitation outlook way low in the northwest, but for the northeast and midwest, that's quite a relief, as well as Arizona. Same thing over here. Same thing for the 8 through 12, 8 through 14 day. Current NWS hazards. We have a tornado watch across southeastern Georgia, and severe thunderstorm watches extending all the way from northern Indiana all the way to Massachusetts, as well as tropical storm watches across extending all the way from Cape Cod down to North Carolina, and tropical storm warnings from South Carolina into northern Florida. Also, a whole bunch of red flag warnings out west, but that's to be expected. Flash flood watch across South Texas as well, and central North Carolina, that area. Man. Also, severe thunderstorm watch in central Montana. I was missing something. Let's change back over to GR here. You can see this area near Brunswick continues to cycle over and over. It looks like looks like it may have produced a water spout and then weakened as it came on shore, and now it's trying to ramp back up again near Brunswick. That could, if that ramps back up, that could make the NWS put a tornado warning on that. Okay. Checking down here. Okay, watching this area down here near Asbury Lake and Middleburg as well for possible severe stuff. Pretty much this entire line extending from Jacksonville areas further south near Keystone Heights. Still a whole bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings across the northeast, but they are all for 60-mile-an-hour wind. The max is 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and that's the max wind speed, and the max hail size is quarter size. Yep, still watching this area near Brunswick in case it cycles and produces something. Montana is producing 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail at its max. But that's about it. I really don't know what else to do. I mean, we're still monitoring the severe risk across Florida and stuff, but it is not. It's, taking a while. The tornado watch wasn't even for that high probabilities. It said a couple tornadoes possible. Well, we got our couple tornadoes. We got the one across southern Jacksonville, Florida that did produce some damage. And the one across southeastern Georgia as well. Not really sure what to do right now. Kind of bored. I mean, there's these possible things south of Brunswick, but it's a good thing that there's nothing. I mean, that's for sure. But I don't really know what to do if there's nothing, if there's no tornado warnings. Knowing my luck, as soon as I leave this stream, there's gonna be like 5 of them, so I'm not gonna do that. delayed report from Michigan. Large HEA. That's all it says. I tried to play a video that my friend sent me, and I had my volume all the way up, and it blew out my eardrums. Jeez, man. So yeah, not too much to cover right now. There's tropical storm watches extending from Cape Cod all the way down to central North Carolina. Tropical storm warnings across northern Florida, extending all the way into up all the way up the South Carolina coast. I'm stretching my arms real quick, and I am tired. I should have got more sleep, but I did not. Wait, what? Hold on. Tropical storm warnings across the coastal areas of Maine. Huh. That's something you don't see every day. Still watching this area south of Brunswick in case this cycles and produces a tornado. Yep, down here near Middleburg, Florida. Asbury Lake. That is something we need to be watching there. Okay, via Snap Maps, we are getting reports from Jacksonville that a balcony looks to have been completely destroyed there. Walcloud, Massachusetts? What? From Colton Flint on Twitter. That is actually, that's old. That's from 2 hours ago, but that's certainly something. We do have a super thunderstorm warning for, it looks like, For Boston, there is a severe thunderstorm warning. Not for downtown, but for the surrounding suburbs. Tennessee shelf cloud. Trying to see if that's showing up on the radar. No? What? Okay. That might be old. I don't know if that's actually current. Rockport, Texas is apparently underwater. It is 7 feet above sea level on average, and you can't even tell if it's above sea level right now. Don't really know what to talk about right now. We do have a lowering in Saskatchewan, but that's not much right now. I can't really track that. Shelf cloud in Mississippi. What? Okay, something's wrong here. Is there stuff in the South Mississippi or something? So I'm completely missing this. Just looks like gusty showers. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about. There's no tornado warnings. Also, your thunderstorm warnings are just for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts or quarter-sized hail. I mean, this looks stronger over here near State College, but it really isn't. I think it might be stronger. I don't know, but not much to talk about. Not much to write home about. Still watching near Brunswick. Nope. Still watching this area, though, near Middleburg. They might warn this. Middleburg, Asbury Lake. This is in Florida, south of Jacksonville, headed for western Jacksonville. New tornado watch replaces one. Not showing up. Yep, still severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing across the area. Oh god. Yeah, I can't really talk about much. There's not much to talk about. But if I turn the stream off, as soon as I turn the stream off, there's gonna be like 5 tornado warnings. It's what always happens. There was a new tornado watch. Tornado watch 347. There it is. Okay, couple tornadoes possible. Southern South Carolina, northeastern Georgia. Okay, I don't really know if that's northeastern Georgia because northeastern Georgia seems like it's up here. But it's northeastern southeastern Georgia. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I can't really think of much to talk about right now. There's some areas of rotation. There's one down here near Lakeside, but it's not very organized. I don't know what to talk about. There's severe thunderstorm warnings, but I keep going over the same stuff. Middlesex, okay, I'll just do it. I'll just do all the severe thunderstorm warnings. Virginia, Page, Shenandoah, and Warren counties. 60-mile wind gust, quarter-sized hail. Albany and that county I can't pronounce. Schohoarie County. That's for 60-mile wind gust, nickel-sized hail. Again, I can't pronounce these two counties. But over here in New York. Pennsylvania, Center, Clinton, Mifflin. Okay, Mifflin, Center, Snyder, Union, and Clinton counties. 70-mile wind gust, quarter-sized hail. Janita, I can't pronounce that. Again, sorry. But Mifflin and Snyder counties in Pennsylvania. 60-mile wind gust, quarter-sized hail. Allegheny County. 60-mile wind gust, penny-sized hail. That's in New York. So I'm assuming that's on the border, over here. Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties in Pennsylvania. 60-mile wind gust, quarter-sized hail. Potter County, Pennsylvania. It still does not work. 70-mile wind gust and quarter-sized hail for Bristol. Okay. Suffolk, Norfolk, Middlesex, Plymouth, and Bristol counties. I believe it's in Pennsylvania as well. No, that's Massachusetts. Allegheny County, New York. Again, 60-mile wind gusts, quarter-sized hail. Otsego County, New York, 60-mile wind gusts, quarter-sized hail. Allegheny and Washington counties in Pennsylvania, 60-mile wind gusts. Frederick, Burleigh, and Morgan counties, that is Virginia and West Virginia, that is for 60-mile wind gusts. Middlesex and New London counties in Connecticut, that's for 60-mile wind gusts, penny-sized hail. In Indiana, Fulton, Marshall, and Pulaski counties in Indiana, that's for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. It is not going to the correct storm. There we go. And I'm out of water. Dang it. Alright, so let's go over, I guess let's just go over the current observations and stuff like that that's going on across the U.S. Let me change screens over here. So, severe thunderstorm watch across, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. That's severe thunderstorm watch. I believe it's actually 2. Heat advisory, southern Pennsylvania. That doesn't make sense. Flood watch extending from southwestern Connecticut all the way down to the South Carolina North Carolina border. And another one in southeastern Georgia and southeastern Georgia and northeastern Florida. Also, another one in southern Texas, extending from the Houston area all the way down to Brownsville. We have severe thunderstorm warnings across that severe thunderstorm watch up there in the northeast. We also have tropical storm warnings extending from northern Florida all the way up to the coastal waters of North Carolina. Coastal waters and the coastal waters of North Carolina all the way up to Cape Cod. That's a tropical storm watch. Red flag warnings across northern Nevada, southern and northern Oregon, eastern Washington, northern Idaho, southern Idaho, central Wyoming, and then there's also excessive heat warnings for most of California, southern Nevada, western Utah, and northwestern Arizona. Severe thunderstorm watch as well across central Montana. Tornado watch is in effect. It hasn't popped up yet, but southern South Carolina extending all the way down to northern Florida. I believe that did replace that tornado watch in northern Florida, extending into South Carolina, Georgia border. So that is there's a new tornado watch in that area, on the Georgia and South Carolina area. There's also a wind advisory in that area. Anyways, forecasts, just temperatures. I'll go over them real quick. If you want to know your area, just look at it. Something very interesting is that there's supposed to be very excessive heat across the desert southwest. I mean, it's the worst than it's ever been. Well, not the worst it's ever been, but like, it's supposed to get really hot. That's 130 in that area. Really bad situation over there. Precipitation, here's the 48-hour expected precipitation. And 48-hour snow, which means none. Ice, none. 24-hour max wind gusts. There you go. That's what they're expecting in their respective NWS offices area. You see, it's really smooth over there in California in the west, but over here, and you can see like NWS Lubbock is, and the board of NWS Odessa, Midland is not. You can see the different offices, locations. Okay, over to the CPC outlooks, 6 through 10 day temperature outlooks. That is, let me make sure I'm on the right screen again. Okay, yes I am. So, very high expected heat, southern Idaho, northwestern Utah, and northeastern Nevada. And that red extends all the way from central Montana into central Nevada to central Montana. Also, the northeast is hot in that area. Again, northeast hot. But then this area up here, the northern U.S., is expected to be way above average temperatures. 6 to 10 day precipitation, the Midwest and Northeast expected to get above average, and surprisingly, the area that just got hit by a hurricane over here in Carolinas, Florida, Georgia is supposed to be below average, as well as the desert over here, desert Southwest and southern Texas is above average precipitation. Pretty much the same thing on the 8 through 14 day as well. SPC outlooks, I'll go over that in a second. Observations, currently the 72-hour precipitation, you can see most of Florida's gotten a ton of rain. Southern Texas as well. A few things over the northern Midwest and northern plains, but not terribly much. And here's been the week-long rain. Observations as well. This is observed precipitation that's different than the radar one. You can see Florida again. So that's so there's radar precipitation that shows up on the radar, and then observed precipitation. Observed snowfall, none. Drought monitor. North Dakota and the desert Southwest is way below average precipitation. And that's about it right now. By the way, satellite, you can see also down there on an upper level low over southern Texas is producing a lot of rain. Let me go fill up on some water, and then I will, talk about the SPC outlooks. I am back with water. so I don't, die. So yeah, anything new? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, not much new, really. I can't really say much. There's not much new. No new severe thunderstorm warning. Well, I guess there's one in Pennsylvania, but that's about it. Severe thunderstorm warning, Montana. I guess. 6 mile wind gust, penny-sized hail. And of course, of all the 3 radars, it gives me the possibility to look at. It gives me the farthest away one. Yeah, just some small hail, I guess, with that one. Also, the one to the north might be dropping some small hail. It doesn't look like it anymore. Yeah, not too much to look at. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Let me go back over to the SPC outlooks. This is the SPC outlook for today. Slight risk across central Montana, slight risk across Nebraska, South Dakota, Wyoming, slight risk extending from northeastern Indiana all the way to Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and slight risk from northeastern Florida to south central South Carolina. Current tornado risk 2% across Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska, 5% central South Carolina, northern Georgia. Did I just say to northern Florida? Dang it. 2% across Texas. Which is interesting. Hail risk 15 sig across Wyoming, South Dakota, and Nebraska, and 15% across central Montana, and 5% from Massachusetts all the way over to Indiana. And then the hail risk. No, the wind risk. Sorry, is 15 sig across central Montana and 15% from Massachusetts all the way over to Indiana. So that's about it. Day 2 is a slight risk across the Dakotas and a big marginal. 2% tornado risk across the Dakotas and 2% extending all the way from central New York all the way down to South Carolina. Hail risk is 15% across Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota. And the wind risk is also 15% across that area, but it's 5% from Connecticut to central Indiana, and even part of Illinois. Also, day 3 is a slight risk. Southern Iowa, eastern Nebraska, northeastern Kansas, northwestern Missouri. Also, day 4 looks interesting across the Central Plains. This is the potential energy right here. Right there. Triple point right here. Northern Missouri. If you can choose your target area, choose along the warm front in Missouri. But if you can't, and you need to chase down here, that should be found along the dry line. Yeah, it's not a very good photograph, but it's probably post-frontal. If we go right here, nope. I click right here. There you go. Probably Ponca City is the best spot if you're chasing, not along that triple point. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about. There's just severe thunderstorm warnings here for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. All of them, pretty much, except for the ones that are penny-sized hail, but it's even smaller. I might end the stream if no tornado warnings are issued by 7 o'clock. If no tornado warnings are issued by 7 o'clock, then I will end the stream. Yeah, not much to talk about if there's no tornado warnings. I mean, all the ones in the northeast are 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-sized hail. They might issue a tornado warning on this one near Country Club Estates near Brunswick, Georgia. And also down here, watching this area near Russell, Florida. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about. I already talked about all the SPC stuff, observations, forecast. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about. Kings Bay submarine base. I believe that is the tornado that touched down here earlier near St. Mary's and Elliott's Bluff. We are getting reports from the Naval Submarine Base in Kings Bay. This is a Facebook post by them, it looks like. Naval Submarine Base, Kings Bay, Georgia, at approximately 5:50 p.m. on July 7th, well, that's Eastern Time, on July 7th, 2021, a suspected tornado touched down on base. Multiple reports of injuries and multiple recreational vehicles, and reports of damage to multiple recreational vehicles in the base RV park, as well as reports of damage to buildings and structures on the installation. Many of the injured were transported to local medical facilities for treatment. Damage assessments are ongoing, and further information will be posted as it becomes available. So yeah, that was a tornado that hit near St. Mary's, went up to Elliott's Bluff. Still watching this area. Oh. Still watching this area in the south of Jacksonville. Possible tornadic development. Also near Russell, that area as well. Mainly just watching this area south of Jacksonville. See if Span has anything on the, Nope, nothing on the, Nothing on the thing in Georgia. There we go. Okay, RVs flipped at the submarine base. Heavy tree damage. Wait, am I still streaming that? Okay, I'm not. Oh, thank God. I don't want to get sued. No, I'm joking. I know I won't, but I just don't want to show people's photos if they don't. If I don't want to show people's photos on stream unless they support it and they're not watching. So you know. Yep, south of Jacksonville. Watching this area rotation. In case it wraps up. Yep. Alright. Scared myself. I accidentally clicked the button to play the audio. Whoops. Man, it's bad over there. Flipped RVs. Completely destroyed RVs. Wow. Something's in the lake. Or the river. Man, it's bad over there. Jesus. Land spouts in Texas. What? What? Wait a minute. What? Those are what? I had to turn off my mic before I sneezed. Yeah, okay, looks like rotation broadened in Florida, by the way. So, 'yeah, there's not much going on. I might end the stream here, considering that there are no current tornado warnings. Ten injuries at the Naval Submarine Base. Sheesh. Again, no tornado warnings at this time. I don't really know what to talk about. I mean, there was a tornado in southern Georgia, and there's another one in Jacksonville, but there's nothing going on right now. So I don't know what to talk about. I already went over all the forecasts. I already went over all the severe thunderstorm warnings. Did all that stuff. I am just bored now. So I'm pretty much about to end the stream. Yeah, tornado watch, southern South Carolina, eastern Georgia, is until 5 a.m. Eastern time, so that's 4 a.m. Central. And I'm not staying up that late. So, yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream here. I will see y'all later.